Hello, we're live, as you might expect. So welcome to the stream. Today, there is more Transport Fever 2, Tropical Edition. Let me set the volume right. There we go. Hello, Kangafango. Transport Fever 2 may be beheld. Question mark? Yes, it may. Hello, Mr. W, welcome. Hello, second week anniversary of Transport Fever 2. It's TPF2. Yes. However, you're right. You are right. So, I've not got it open, but I have got Steam open. It will not take long to load up. TPF2, yeah. That's the music. I had that off. Also, textures need to go from high to low. Apply. Border? Wait. Oh, right, the border. Oh, right, because I understand. Yes. You're right. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, VC today? Props not. No. Not today, because... well, for one thing, Transport Fever 2 runs in full screen. As you did that apply. Yeah. And since Transport Fever 2 runs in full screen, Discord would probably have issues with that. Avoid tight radii during track construction, as these reduce the maximum permissible speed. True. Shredder's border. Wait, I'm buffering already. The Black Border. Hello, Marky. Welcome. Welcome to Transport Fever 2 on Mac. Yes, I know. It's finally come out for Mac. How are you? All of you, by the way. Hello. It's because the abbreviation TF2 is often used for Team Fortress 2. Or Train Fever 2. But probably Team Fortress 2 more. Good, thanks. How are you? Yes, I'm good as well. Good as well. I've had a tabletop roleplay session today, so that's always nice. And now I get to play Transport Fever 2, and I get to read your chat messages. So, yes, I'm good. And this is where we last left off. Exactly here. So, we had these lovely locos here, which are actually the new ones. We did have an old one. So we have this one line going from here. Actually, how many people can this train hold? 39, how many are waiting? 28, that should be good. Sorry. Yeah, so we have this one line going all the way along here, curving around the farms, and going all the way here to this. I did not, unfortunately, look up how to pronounce these names, so... Taoyuan? Taoyuan. Taoyuan, probably. Anyway, right, so this is our one line we've got. People are boarding, as you can see. Getting filled up. And we've got another line which brings grain all the way from over here. And there's a lot waiting, this is actually evaporating. So we do need a bit of a higher rate on this line. And it brings it all the way along here. This is our grain train here. Actually, no, we have two of them, I think. And it goes all the way over here, all the way over here, all the way over here. There's the other one. And brings it to here. Then trucks, well, I say trucks, bring it from over here into the city. Which is why this city has 40 food supply. At the moment, I think the biggest bottleneck is getting the grain over, which means I will just adjust the length of these. So, let's see. Manage both vehicles. Going to edit them. I'm going to try to attach a couple more wagons. Well, a new wagon to each. Just one. There we go. It doesn't do much, but it should do a little bit. If I click on the train now, and I click on the line, you can see up here rate. Might be a bit small for you. See rate. This is the rate at which stuff can be transported away. So per time interval, I don't know what exactly the unit is. But that is the thing which, if you go click on the actual industry, it will tell you production is how much is being produced, and the rate should match that. So it's producing 200 of 200, which is its maximum. And at the moment, our line has a rate of 142, so we do need a couple more wagons on these trains. Which, now that we have a bit more money, I can do. Not manage line, manage vehicles is what I wanted. Here we go. Edit this. Let's add like 2 more to each. What has that done to our rate? It has made it better. I'll just pin this here. So now I'll add another wagon. Oh, right. We had payday, so it can't add another wagon. But these locos aren't that strong either. Also, I did start a museum, which is over here, which is the railway museum. What I want to do here... Oh, we've got the Russian class G5 or GV. Yes, I want to buy locomotives, put them in here, so that I can use them when they're no longer available. Because this locomotive, for example, the first one, is only available until 1900. So there we go. So now let's read chat. Fair. That's fair. And yeah, I'm good. Shadows, what do you use for your sessions outside of the Sunday ones? Roll20 or a Discord server, I presume? Roll20. We are going to be switching to Fantasy Grounds Unity very soon, and using Discord in conjunction with that. Up to this point, we're using Roll20. Yeah, I'm alright. Are they genuine place names or made up for purposes of the game? They are genuine place names. They are genuine place names. Yes, they are. Like, for example, if we look around, we can find Nur Sultan. We can find Nanjing, Kyoto up here. This is Kyoto, Shantou, Harbin. And by the way, if you know how to pronounce these better, tell me. Beijing and Hangzhou. We don't have that many towns on this map. However, we should. This should be more than enough for now. So, let's see. What was I doing? Right, I was explaining stuff. Let's just fast forward time a bit. Also, here's an interesting thing. You can actually, if you look down here, if you click on the date, you can actually change the rate at which time progresses. So the rate at which the date progresses. So if you've unlocked a locomotive, but you haven't had the chance to use it and you want to use it, then you can pause the progression of the date. And then it won't become redundant before you've had a chance to use it. There you go, that's better. Right. Be back in a bit. Alright. Pretty sure they're all renames, but their position in the world isn't true to real life because the map is randomly generated too. Back now, welcome back, Cog. Shadows, did you answer my questions? I have now. Hello, not yet. And thanks for answering the other question, Kangafango. But when he's reading this one, he probably will have. And there we go with reading chat. Of course. You're welcome. Not Kyoto, it's Kyoto. Oh, right, Kyoto. Sorry. Are you in the other RP groups that Paradise is in? Meaning capital. Oh, I did not know that. Group, yes. Is Kyoto the capital of a country then? Hello, V'ger. Hello to you too. What do you do? D&D? Star Trek? Pathfinder. So far. Kyoto is a city in Japan. Hey, hello. Playing Half-Life 2 Episode 1 in Gmod. Okay. It's Pathfinder. So you've mounted the game in the main menu? Yes, I did. Good. So, I think these should be keeping up. What is the rate? Let's buy a couple more. I'll just select like 4 more and duplicate them. They will be emitted from the closest depot, which is here. You can see them being emitted like this. Right, so now we've got a bit more money. We've got until 1900 until the first locomotive will become unavailable. However, we did unlock this one. We've got 3 locomotives. We've got the Russian class V type 1, Russian class T type 1, Russian class GV. So let's see. These two have the same max speed. This one, the bottom one's more powerful, and it has lower emissions. It's heavier. So it's basically just a more powerful version of this one, which could be good for our grain trains when we upgrade them more. Speaking of which, let's see, manage vehicles. If I were to modify them, what does it say on the performance? Top speed 50, which is the top speed of the wagons. So let's just add like, what does that say? 3 minutes and 50, 21 on a grade. Let's add 1 wagon to each. Let's see what that does to the rate. Well, it's better. We've still not got enough rate, but it should be better. You can see it automatically adds it when you add something, when you modify a train, automatically does it wherever the train is. So it's added the empty wagon here. Right, so. Oh, aha, I knew it. What time is that group? Because I haven't played Pathfinder in so long. Well, it is with the local youth trust. A group with the local youth trust. I'm not entirely sure on the age range at the moment. If you want, you can get in touch with... actually, we can talk about it later if you want. Same as episode 2. Only problem is infrared? I don't know. So is there a story in this game? There is a campaign mode, but this is just a sandbox mode. If you want to, I can just go down here, pause the date, so the date isn't progressing, and I could just sit here and watch the game roll by if I wanted to. Yes, cities still grow, even if the date is paused. However, things won't fall out of date, and new things will also not be unlocked. We're essentially frozen in September 11th, 1863, which this currently is. So there you go. You can see each of these people does indeed have a name and a destination where they're going. And by the way, when I got confused about the player-owned stuff, player-owned roads and things like that, where it says this, I was in the wrong menu. I was looking at the street traffic layer, whereas I wanted to look at the destinations layer. Because this actually shows you, the green is public transport, so people who are using the green stuff. So this is how many people are using that. And the blue is private transport, which in this case is walking or private coaches like this one. And this, by the way, is a heat map overview, so you can see it. So if I look over here, you can see that, for example, actually this is not a really good example because they are not really connected, but over here, you can see that this city only has private transport. There is no public transport here because I haven't connected the city yet. If I did do that, then they would also use public transport. Right, so for some reason I can't mount it. Answered in DMs. SW? Cheers, it came through a bit late. Yes. Yes, to what? Oh right, there's an age range. There is an age range. I will look it up later. We can talk about it later. I'll look it up. Yes, it did come through later, my DM. I thought it was something done by Shardise rather than the place itself that shall not be named. Well, I did set it up, but it is in the frame, or it is part of the youth trust, the local youth trust here. Infra is a source puzzle game. Too bad it never got a port on anything other than PC. It was criminally underrated. Well, I don't know about that. Feature. A heck of a lot of video games are. I've heard of that. Is it the one with the camera? Made with the source engine? Yes! Seen a few vids on it, not much. Shardise, puppy transport? Haha, puppy transport. Well. Is worth every penny, so go buy it. Well, I'm not gonna let you tell me what to buy. Cutest form of transport ever. Cats or dogs? Troll. Cats or dogs what? That's not really a question. Do you know if it has fighting in it or deaths? Public puppy transport. Good evening. Oh, hello. R.Y. Bitois. Ribitois. Rizexna 8. Good evening to you too. Transport Fever 2 on Mac. Hello. Hello. Hey. Deaths. Lots of way to die. Fights. Gun. Less puzzle adventure. Deaths. Lots of way to die. Wait. Hello. So, no fights. Alright, thanks. Trace, does one prefer cats or dogs? To all. Prefer in which context? Like as a pet, you mean? Or just the general concept of it? But you have timed sequences that can give you a... that give you a game over. I'm from Poland. Oh, hello. I'm here from the UK. South UK. So, South England. Props won't buy then, but from what I've seen it looks quite good. And which you can also die, and even got a bad ending. Shadow is fine, general concept. Are you more of a cat person or a dog person? Well, I'll answer that when I've finished reading chat. Hello from the UK, XD. Okay, now I'll finish reading chat. So, let's resume the game. At 1 times speed. Good, so... we've had a bit more money being earned doing this. Right. So, these trains, they are making good profit. However, they aren't going near, well, they are going near the top speed. Let's see if I can add a little bit more to them. It is poor, but it should put our rate up. These don't need to be fast. Yeah, now we're almost at 200. That should be fine. Right, so in terms of the concept of them... well, dogs, well, canines. They're bred from wolves, at least. Most modern ones are bred from wolves. Mostly, anyway. Wolves are pack hunters. They have a lot of social elements to them, which is something very nice. Cats are usually more lone hunters that rely more on stealth rather than pack tactics, which is also interesting. I think that cats can outcompete a lot of other species. Cats hunt more for sport, which is something that wolves I don't think do. I don't think wolves hunt for sport. I'm just looking for a place that we could set up some oil stuff. So I guess I could do oil from here to there. And then I'd need to bring it to a fuel thing. Like, what is it called? Refinery, yes. There's a refinery all the way up there. Oh, there's one down here. Huh. So you could have a train bringing crude oil from over here, past Beijing, bring it here to this oil refinery, and then from this oil refinery I could bring it over here to this fuel refinery, and then from the fuel refinery I could make a branch off coming over here, bringing it to Taoyuan. So I think that all other things, I mean, there really isn't, it's really difficult to answer that question because it is a very large generalization, saying I like this kind of animal and I don't like that kind of animal, or I like this kind of animal more, but purely from which animal from a behavioral point of view, which I agree more, kind of, even though that's really not something you can say because it is the animal's nature, it is not really something really about agreeing, but from that point of view, I guess I would say dogs, because cats, I mean, the hunting for sport is not something that I like. I mean, I get why it is, I don't blame the cats, obviously, and I do find cats very, very interesting, as well as basically all types of animal. However, if you're asking me objectively, which do I prefer the concept of more, then I think probably canines, so dogs. Yeah. There you go, does that answer your question? Right. Right, so it was over here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? A bridge would be the obvious answer, just having a bridge go over there. Like that. Although that is looking quite hilly. Oh, maybe that's not so bad. Let's just have this over here, and I'll have 2 platforms. Make this a bit longer, because I might have quite a bit of stuff waiting here. And that costs a lot of money, so let's read chat. I'll pause the in-game clock, like the date clock. Hello from the ad. Shadows, you're in the UK too? How very coincidentally. Coincidentally? Sure. 1 second. Okay. 1 second. Right. So I neither identify myself as a cat person or dog person. I'm just a human. Aha. True. I knew someone would do that, and somehow I knew it would be you. How? Alright. Right, Vija. I didn't know that. I'm not forcing you to buy it. There is a cracked version on the internet of the complete edition. Well, yeah, still not forcing me to download that. Shadows, it does answer it. Good. Shadows. Coincidentally, not consistently. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I generally don't really like games where death is a common occurrence. I do have games like Portal 2, but there you can enable God mode, and I mostly use that to make own maps. Back when macOS still supported 32-bit applications. Shadows, please read it again. Well, then we'll just end up with the same as originally. So, coincidentally, not coincidentally. Coincidente. Hello, Slavic Eagle, welcome. Welcome to my stream. And Portal 2 multiplayer, you can just be rebuilt. Coincidente. Alright, I see. Hello. Hall. Hall? You mean like as in Dartington Hall? Or Hall? Or Hull Hall? Or the Locomotive Hall class? Is that a thing? Hall class? Shadows, yes. Hall, where? Coincidente. XD. Grange, yes, I welcome myself to your stream. Well, good. So let me resume the in-game clock. I'm just connecting fuel. That's what I'm in the process of doing. So let's see, we start over here, and I need to bring this in there. What is the terrain looking like? Well, it looks good. I don't really want to bring it close to the residential side of Beijing, which means I should probably go over the right side. And I'm going to need to have a station there anyways, so I might as well put a station in now, while the city is still small. So something like that should be good. I won't need to have this station. Actually, let's configure this quickly because I want to put in a platform on the other side as well. Yeah, but this station will not need to be a very big thing. It doesn't need to be a big thing at all. All it needs to do is reserve the space for it, basically, so that when I want to bring goods to Beijing, I don't have to demolish a whole bunch of stuff to get tracks there and a station there. Right, so do we go left or right? I'd say go... well, is there enough space to go past there? Let's see. Oh yes, there is. I think that's probably a good way of going by it. And then can I just connect this like that? Oh, that's nice. That is nice. So, this needs to connect over here like this. And I'll just double check this right now. So I'll leave a little bit of space in case I need to put a bit longer trains on. Yes, I am double checking this right away, even though I'm not necessarily going to be running more than one train on here at the start, but I can afford it at this time, so let's do it. I've just got 2 million from a delivery, so that's good. Now, okay, how do I want to do this? I ideally want a loop line going around like this, so that's what I'll do. You've walked him on struggling with a word. You've walked him on struggling with a word? Walked in on, probably. If you're careful and quick, you won't die. However, since infra is made in source, you can always SV cheats one god. True. Yeah, but it still feels like your character dies, even if it gets reassembled. Again, I just personally like the game, not forcing you to buy it. Yes, of course you are not. Doing that. Alright, good to know. True that, which is a shame, because a game that really requires logic and hard thinking is somehow something that I reckon you and Shardise like a lot. Yeah, I've actually played Portal 2 a few times with Shardise, not the base campaign, but I've made a few maps of my own with the elements of possible death in it. Have you? It was quite a bit of fun back then. Oh well. Oh well, indeed. And yes, I am trying to make these curves as gentle as I can, because even though this track at the moment only goes up to 120 maximum speed, in the future I'll unlock a high-speed track which will be faster, have the potential to go faster, so then I won't have to redo all of the infrastructure to allow for that higher speed while trains are on the thing. So I've just added another track to this station here, so I can just keep it double tracked going through. And this is, I will probably actually add a platform, actually no, let's add a platform there, because I'll need this platform anyway. Actually, tell you what, let's just make this a little bit longer, just say two longer. Yes, I realize this is getting a bit expensive, but this is going to be where the oil is being picked up. And yeah, this needs 2 crude oil to put into 1 refined oil, which means I'll probably need to put a station maybe here on this crude oil thing, or maybe one on this one, or something like that. Just so I have, or maybe one over here. This one, we could do this one. Just connect that down over there. Just so we have two going in, 1 going out. Without, yes, you're right. Without the elements of Portal Death in it. That hard thinking is part of getting many achievements. Absolutely true. Avita, I personally love the ending of Portal 2, the way it swerves you. Nice. Like 3 achievements needed to unlock the True Boss Confession. Good ending. Multiplayer or single player? Say 1 sentence in Polish. 1 sentence in Polish. I don't know any. Sorry, I don't know any Polish. Sorry. Don't any Polish, sorry. Also, are you a duplicate account of... Yeah, because it is Rybitwa 0, Rybitwa 0, Rezektsna. Rezektsna. I actually went to Poland once, so have a dictionary of stuff. Is that cheating? No? Good, I'ma get that. CS limit. Wait, is that infra or portal? In order to get that ending, you need to get 3 achievements during the game. Then at the final module, just before the reactor, there is a door. Sorry, need a bit of water. My throat's a bit dry. Much better. There's a door. Putting in the code and entering that door, you unlock the 4th achievement, which unlocks the ending. Interesting. And I was talking about infra. And single player. I've not got the ending of multiplayer. Me neither. There's a lot you can miss in the first playthrough. Yeah, true. I've seen both. In that case, everything I said is null. I thought you were talking about Portal. I've definitely seen the SP one in the actual game. Single player one. Poland. Rybitwa Rezekna Communist Term English. Not quite sure what that means. What do you mean by that sentence? I'm not sure I understand that. Also, have you heard of Portal Stories? Mel? Mr. W? 9 people watching. Hello, 9 people. Right, let's continue building the railroad. So I've been working on the railway all the livelong day. Now I somehow need to get over here. Right, so I need to get over there, which is there. Okay, we can do that. Let's enable the height map. I want to stay level if possible. That is going to be quite expensive there. I think a little bit of a tighter curve might be the thing to go for here. Just so I can avoid that hill. Yes, we're going to drop down the speed limit a bit more. However, it's going to be less expensive in the long run. Let's play this. Right, actually I should probably put in the bridge first. So where do I want the bridge? Ideally it would be here for the curve's sake, but then I'd need to go all the way around here, over the bridge, and go all the way around again, because the station is here facing this way. So from this point of view, a bridge going across like that would make the most sense, but that will cost 9 million to build. I do not have 9 million, contrary to popular belief. I mean, even that costs just shy of 1 million. Let's see if I put this up a little bit. I would really like to preserve these navigable waters. So this... No, it's not navigable still. A little bit taller. And the taller you make them, the more expensive they get. So actually if I were to connect it like here, it'd be less expensive. So yeah, ships can pass underneath it. You can see the green means ships can go under, yellow means they can't. So this is probably the best connection I'll get. Yes, it still means I'll need to have a curve over there, and then probably another bridge over there, and then connect it like that somehow. It's not ideal, but it's better than it was previously. And I can... How much would it cost to double track this? Oh, 500,000. No thanks. I'm going to instead just have the bridge single track for now. So let's see, if I do this, this costs 100 and something. I could have the bridge continue like this, or I could have it built up. I think I'm going to have it built up, because then I can continue the double track a bit longer through here. So a curve like this is probably going to be best. I do not necessarily... Actually, I might just be able to connect it like this. Yeah, that's going to be better. Can I make it bow down a little bit? Yes, I can. So this way, the normal thing, how it would like to construct it, costs almost 400,000. If I bring it down a couple of notches like this, so that it bows down in the center a bit, I can reduce that to 230,000. Right, so that is the right track. Let's see, is this... Let me pause the date speed. Bird. Bird? Where? I don't see any birds. It's nighttime out there. I've heard of it, yeah, but what is it again? Oh. It's a community-made mod for Portal 2. It's free if you've got the base game, and it's got its own storyline, models, levels, and voice actors. I think one Valve employee found it so good that they made it canon. But I'm not 101% certain on that. That's good. There's a link to Portal Stories Mel. Wasn't Mel going to be Chell's sister and the player in Portal 2? I don't know. Not sure about sister, but yes, might be. The levels in this are also generally more difficult than those found in Portal 1 and 2. Milo mi Sebi Podznak. Oh geez, that's not fun. I'm not sure what that means. I think it was. I've played through it a few years back. Isn't there a fan-made version of Portal where you play with a different story and you have a paint gun? Paint gun, yes, there is. And I think the personality core is called Nigel. Whenever I hear the name Nigel, I always think of Nigel Marvin. Also, spoilers, Portal Stories Mel is set between the events of Portal and Portal 2. It ties in perfectly, and what you do in the end of it makes Chell wake up in Portal 2. It is quite brilliant. Yes, I always like things that interconnect. Do you ever think that Valve will do a Portal 3 of some sort? I don't think so. I think Valve, because they own Steam, I think they're making enough money off of Steam that they probably don't really have to do that much actual game development anymore. But maybe I'm wrong. Paint gun, yes, that's Aperture Tag, the paint gun testing initiative. Shades, it was I'm pleased to meet you in Polish. Well, I'm pleased to meet you as well. Made by a lot of the same folks that made Portal Stories Mel. Interconnected stories for the win. Well, good. Good. So, here we go. Right, now I've connected that side of the bridge. Now I need to connect this one. So, what would be the least expensive way of doing this that also preserves a little bit of speed? I mean... Actually, this... It would make it much more expensive like this. It would preserve... Probably gonna go with this, if this does not look too crooked. Nope, that looks okay. So if I have the track going like this, then I can curve over here, making a bridge go over that. Which should be good. So I make a bridge go over this. If I have this straight, like that is probably going to be a good bridge. Top speed of 100. Not given from the curve. Okay, that's probably good. So now where do I need to connect it again? I need to connect it up to this bit here. So this was the right... Was this the right track? Yes, this was the right track. So let's connect it to the right track of this thing. Is this also the right track? Yes, it is. Good. So I could connect it just like this. How's this crossing looking? Is it too bumpy? It's a little bumpy. It's fine. Right, so this just connects all the way through here. If I increase that a little bit, no, not decrease, increase. No, that makes it more expensive. So tell you what, I'm just going to connect it like that. That should be good. Wait, is that the water level? The blue? Oh, it's below... Ah, I see. It's below the water level. Does that actually make water appear there? No. Good. Right, so now that I've done this, I can double track it. Actually, did I resume the time? Yes, I did. Right, so I will double track it all the way, because this will also be used for the fuel pickup. So like that. And yes, I have just double-checked this bridge here as well, because now in the meantime, while building this, I've gotten enough funds to double-track it. The crossing doesn't give me any issues. Oh, hello, Anthony Sarson too. Welcome, it's been a while. I'm out of money in the game, but that's fine. Let me fast forward. FT dubs. FT dubs? I try to hold back from saying any spoilers for Infra. Story is also great, as well as the OST. Nice. I do like a good OST. What do you mean, Miss W? No, FT dubs. FTW, FT dubs. Oh, a soundtrack and even ambient sounds can add so much to a game. True. Alright, yep, it's on YouTube. Give it a listen. OST from Living Out is also quite good, as I've heard. Yes, you've heard it. Hello, yes, hello, Anthony Sarson. Welcome. How are you today? Hey. But it's better if you play it in-game because the music is tied to the atmosphere of the module chapter you're in. Yeah, that is true. But if you've played the game, then if you hear it outside of the game, you automatically picture the game in your mind. Hello! I had school. Sorry I'm late. I just got back. School is so boring. I can imagine. FTW. Oh, right. FTW. FTD. W. FTDW. FTW. I still don't know what you mean. Alright, for the win. For the win. Oh, is that what you mean? For the win? Sorry for not getting that. Kango Fango. Right, so double tracking all of this is till... Well, actually, no, it should be within my price range if it builds it rightly, like that. Yeah, that's only about 400,000. Connecting this to that. Nope, this to that. That's good. So, this is all connected. I'm just connecting up the fuel. So I'm getting crude oil from here, bringing it over to here to be converted into refined oil, then bringing it all the way down here to convert it into fuel. Now I need to build a line to bring the fuel to Taoyuan. Also, where am I going to have the station here? That's also an important thing. Where am I gonna have the station all the live long day? Well, let's look at where things are. So, there we go, that's what I wanted. Items. Right, so fuel is needed down there. Food is already being delivered via trucks in here. So, I guess I could just I guess I could just also use this station for it. Which might be good because if I need to build a line over here, I can build it to Beijing and then I can use this for more than just that one thing. However, I'm going to need another thing. Actually, how long did I made that other station of the fuel pickup 240 meters, which means this one needs like how much is that? How many more segments? That's 2 more segments. Good. So this station I'll configure. I will want to have a double-tracked passenger line, so I'm gonna build... Actually, you know what? No, let's put that on later. It'll make it more interesting. Let's just put on the cargo platform. So that's wrong. So it's one... Oop, that's even more wrong. So let's put on 2 more to match the platform length of the other station. Then let's put on cargo platforms here. And I'll need a cargo building. So let's put this Well, I could just attach it to the side like that, but I do like to have a little bit of a gap for that. So I think that let's do it like this. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. You've got the name board on it. Tao Yuan. You've got the freight building, you've got the passenger building. Oh, and there's a train coming in just now. How lovely. Good. So, what's going on? What do I need to do? Right, I've got the cargo platform on the side. So now I need to connect this up to ideally here, so that it just splits off there and then comes back this way. But as you can see, it is quite hilly here, so I will have to somehow negotiate these hills. Oh, look at that, storks. There's storks flying here. Oh, what's that? Indeed. Let me pause the date while I read chat. So, FTW, for the win! Was confused too. I played the game through 5 times. I too have played quite a few games a lot. W starts with a D. W. A role replayable game is always good. And they used to use the 2 U's instead of a W. And F starts with E. So F. That is true. UU equals W. Of course. That's what I meant. There's a lot of stuff you can miss if you're not looking for it. Documents, broken stuff, etc. Yes, I like to put a lot of that sort of stuff in my games as well. And the endings are tied to that. Oh, that's cool. How many endings? 4. In fact, 5 for normal and a secret. You got One Man Is Not Enough, Party Like It's 2011, Winds of Change True, and the Turnip Hill Mutant ending. The Turnip Hill Mutant ending? Oh, of course. How could I not think of the Turnip Hill Mutant ending? What's the Turnip Hill Mutant ending? On the second thought, you don't need to answer that. It sounds quite disgusting. The last one being the secret. Turnip Hill Mutant? Huh. Sounds a bit odd. I know, right? But also awesome, says Mr. W. Well, guess it's up to you. It's up to you. Haha, Paradise. Yeah, it's a little Get Smart reference there. The TV show. You pulled a Maxwell. Yeah, Maxwell Smart, indeed. Do I need to... yeah, sure. You know what? Let's just extend this track as well, just so that they're lined up with each other. Right. By the way, Sliver Eagle, what are you doing? Are you just... in the background, if you don't mind. Are you just listening to the stream? Are you working on a session or on a route? Be interested to know. Be interested to know. Right, so how am I going to do this? I'm probably going to go until he... okay, let's go until I cross the road. And then from here, let's go up at a 1-step incline. A fixed incline. So that my slow, not that powerful locomotives stand a chance of making it up this incline. That's not great. I need to delete a little bit of that because I want to keep the speed as high as possible because this will also be used for passenger traffic when I connect. Was it Beijing? I think it was Beijing. So like this, 120 for now is good enough. 120. Let's just do 120 like that. And 120 up to... how far up do we need to... well, we still need to go quite a lot up. So, up to, say, there. It is quite difficult to see the contour lines with all the trees in the way. It would be nice if you could just disable the trees when you're building contour lines. Sorry. Throat's a bit dry. Yeah, if you could disable the contour lines... if it's an option, obviously I don't want it to be mandatory, because it can impact your choices of where the trees are. But I guess you can just use the height at cursor thing to determine that. Right, so now let's take a bridge over. this little valley. How do I want to connect this? Let's connect this up to there, let me say. That looks quite good. Let's connect that to there. And from this point forward, it's all downhill again. So let's go downhill. Well, actually, no, let's stay straight until we... Oh, what speed limit was that? That was not a high enough speed limit. I need to rebuild that. Let's stay straight for now. Because at the moment, we are... Oh, that's 104. Well, we're going down to 90 at the moment anyway. So something like this should probably be good. Well, okay, let's go up a little bit. Just so we don't have to make as many cuttings. Then let's level out here. And then from here, let's go downhill. Just again at a step of 1. To make it as easy as possible for the locomotives to climb this. Although this is gonna be tricky. Let's try to make it with a step of 1. If there's too much to go down, too much terrain to negotiate, then I may need to go over to a step 2, which is the steepest. But not yet. Also, if you don't know, yeah, no, I can't do it like this. If you don't know, I'm not using any mods at this point. I'm not using any mods. I think like 75. That is a large curve. Like I'll probably have to go around there and then go back. Let's see, how do I want to do this? If I'm going there, then I'll go down like that. Then I'd have to make a bridge going over like this, and then connect into there. I mean, it's an option. Tell you what, let's build it from the other side, shall we? I'll delete this bit again. Luckily, I'm getting a refund. Like this. And then let's build it from the other side. Well, first of all, let me get rid of the bulldozer. And then let me pause time. The date. You built a Maxwell. Hiya. I'm just listening and working on session. Well, trying to work. I just realized that a lack of passenger DMUs which actually work. That sounds a bit annoying. So I guess it's time to hop into Blender to make your own? For C? Yes. Marky says, I need to build more session for current trailblaze. Yes. Yes, because on Saturday, I will be playing your other session. And then depending on when Slovak Eagle has the multiplayer session that he's been working on ready, I'll play that as well, and then we'll see. Depending on what's available then. So, Shadows, yes. Disable through the trees like it's OpenTTD. Indeed. If we're doing things we need to do, I should really work on my books a little more. Well, yes, and I also should do quite a few other things, which I don't want to get into it. Been updating Bodmin recently. Nice. Nice. Watch out for the beast. What did you update? Beast? The beast of Bodmin? And I am tired of the zeros. Oh, I like the sound. You mean the DME? I like the sound. I like the as they set into motion. I like that. But yeah, I guess it could get a bit boring if you've only got those. Unless you mean other ones by the company. Yeah, the Beast of Bodmin Moor. I have never heard of it. Never heard of it. And they are? I've never heard of it as well. If you'd like to elaborate, would be interesting. There are also fun and weird Easter eggs. Like there is an achievement if you literally kill somebody with a bomb. You don't do it yourself. Putting a blue duck in a barrel and literally collapsing the whole dam. Yes, dam. Taking all the drugs in all the modules. Wow, a lot of English people have. One sec. These? Siemens zeros. Oh, Easter eggs are wonderful little beasties, aren't they? Which is why I like using lots of them. Updated all sorts. Replacing buildings, ground textures, adding turf effects, replacing some of the trees. Yeah. Yes. I mean, it looked beautiful the way it looked before. I can only imagine what it would look like when you're done updating it. 2-car DMUs, which are so broken in the game it hurts. Right. V'ger, sounds like quite the wild game, if that it is. Right. And adding random clutter like old sleepers and things. Old sleepers and things. That should be a band name, right? Old sleepers and things. Broken? How? Haven't used them myself. Marky, must take a heck of a lot of work to make a route. Yes, of course. Of course it takes an incredibly amount of work and time to do that. Nice. Stuff breaking all around you. You can die if you're not careful or fast. Static, old quality cab, not interactive cab, broken engine spec. Hop into Blender. Provides trampoline. Once I figure out how to fix the MP session, I will update it. Wait, I heard stories? We've all heard stories at one point in our lives. Takes quite a bit of time, especially if it's a real-life route, so nice to get everything looking like it does in real life. Yes, I have previously, many years ago, tried to do real-life routes in trains as well, before I had that much experience in trains. Yeah, those routes didn't really get that far. It's been many, many years since I've tried to do a real-life route. At some point, I might try one, but I just like, I think it might take away some of the creativity that I so love about trains, if I did do a real-life one, but then again, it might not. I might be thinking of it completely wrongly, and I might love it. So, yeah. Well, I got some stuff to do myself. So are you going then? Is that a goodbye? Marky, the amount of detail must just be insane. It is. You've seen me play it. You've seen me play on this route. You've seen it firsthand. What's broken the session? Right. About them being broken. The interlocking tower don't work in multiplayer guest side. The host works fine, guest side not. Interlocking tower. Yes, interlocking towers. See. Now, with that done and dusted, let's save the game. Stream Tropical. Yes. And let's resume the date. There we go. Right, so doing it from the other side might be a bit easier. Okay, so this is already a long station. Okay, I'm going to do a ground level grade crossing, which can get quite to be quite the traffic jam causer, but it's really necessary. It's not really nothing more is necessary at this time. So if I went along there, I might be able to get to sort of this height, this point, which okay, well, actually, is this the left or right track I've extended? It is the right one. So if I extend this one, what if I just try to connect it up? Just like this. What would that do? Well, it would create a tunnel, which that's not such a bad thing, as well as make it really, really steep. And this is the way that loaded trains are... Well, no. This is the way passenger trains will be coming, because I need to put in a Y. Why? Because I need a line going from here over to there, unless I make this into a hub area and have a train going from back there, putting it here, and then another train collecting it here and putting it there. Anyway, I'm doing this. It should be okay. It's not that long of a steep slope. That costs $1 million to do, because there's so many terrain adjustments there. Right, then let's connect this up. And we're not done yet. First thing I need to do is I need to put in a switching track. So coming in on the right, we need to go over to the left platform. So if a crossover, I mean. Come on. Like that. So we can come over from the right, go into this track. Then we're going back this way. Oh, what's it done? Oh, come on. This is not how... This is why it was expensive. It made a tunnel through the entire thing. Come on. Tell you what, I'm going to load the save game simply because of the amount of time it would take for... to delete that. This is quicker. And I didn't do really much since then, so there we go. Wait, where was I? Like writing the sequel to my first story with Lieutenant Andre. College Railways is very detailed, Mr. W. Sharders has played on it a few times. Yes, you've been here on stream. LMAO. I have Berlin S-Bahn, but I don't have a normal DMU other than D0. Well, could you not do set junctions with triggers instead of interlocking towers? That is... I mean, I've never really used interlocking towers, so that is what I do when I do stuff like that. And working on his daughter Stanku Eliza, Princess Eliza of Arcadia, as from title Arcadia. Are you sure? Probably you are. All right. But wait, if she's the princess of that, is she the princess because she married the prince, or is he the king of Arcadia? Marquis, I can, but only for the historic session. The MP only session is impossible to do like that. I see. Oof. No, don't. Tunnel was so nice. We'll still have a tunnel, just not the long tunnel, because it did a completely different way of doing it for the second thing. Weird thing about that bus on the loading screen is that the front overhang is basically non-existent. Arcadia, not Arcadia. Right, so let's resume speed. The speed shall be resumed. Right, so like that should be good. Let's redo this bit. And from here, it should give us a track which is identical to the one before. Yes, it is. We've still got the tunnel. But now, we need to do it differently, don't we? Yes. That's why it was millions. I thought that was a bit expensive. That's done it right? Yes, that has done it right. So now connecting this. Now I need to do the crossover again. So like that. The first one, so you'll come over this way. Then the passenger train will just continue straight ahead. Actually, the passenger train will get to here. We'll need to add passenger platforms. Yeah, well, don't need to deal with that. Don't need to deal with that yet. So let's do the freight. This goes from single track to double track, so I don't need to add a crossover there. It'll go into here. So then, let's say it uses the right track. So then I'll need a crossover going in this direction. And then I'll have this fuel be transferred from, say, the left track over here, which means I'll need a crossover there, going over to the right, and this will carry on all the way to this thing, and here let's just say goes on onto the right track, so then I'll need a crossover like this. Good, now I need to put in signals. So I'll start with placing signals before the crossovers and junctions. So I'll need one here, I'll need another there, should put one in there. On this side I'll need to put one in there. then this is all just double track going into this station. So I'll need to have one before the junction there. That should be good. Now, let's add the rest of the block signals. So like that. I will likely make the signal density on the steeper slope a bit denser, so that more trains can fit on. So the likelihood that a train will have to slow down or stop on the steep slope is less. Yes, it means it'll cost more upkeep and it'll cost more to place them down, but I think it'll be worth it. Right, so just like that. Now let's do the other line. Let's start there. That should be good. Now I need to do this line going over to the fuel station. And then I need to figure out if I want to do a transfer or a Y. A Y would be faster, but I'm not sure that it's the best option considering the elevation situation. Oh, we're paused. Didn't mean to be paused. Right, so like this. So, I can't tell you why Elisa is a princess without spoiling it. Everybody take your place. Okay. The White Cliffs of Beijing, of course. And then let's rechat. Dover! So, where was I? Oh, Marquis. Yeah, true. But I meant the ones on Sharadice's map. But you are right. No, Sharadice! Everybody take your place. Now begins the caucus race. Is that one? Everybody take your place. Now begins... before we start the caucus race. Yes, I got it. I got it. Right, so I could put in a... Okay, well, what sort of a speed would I get with a Y? I could do that. I could literally just do that. And that would give me a... Well, this isn't ideal. So it would have to be a bit smaller than that. So it would have to be like this, which would give me a speed of 50 on this bit. Which... At the moment, it would be okay. It is very steep still. Either make a Y or use this hub thing. You know what? Let's use it as a hub thing. For that, I'll just add one more track, so I'm not blocking the main line. Just adding that along here. Then I'll need to connect that. So this I can literally just... Well, I should be able to. Alright, because of the junction, I get it. Let's do it the other way around. Let's do it from this angle. Nope. From... Wait, is that such a sharp curve here? No, like that, yeah. And then let's just connect this over like this. Let's make this a double-slipped junction. Oop, did I? Nope, like that. And then let's put in a signal here. So that should be most of the infrastructure in place. That is connected, yes? Yes. Let's just make sure that is connected, and this one's connected. And that one's, of course, connected. The only thing I need now is a truck line to go basically from here and have a stop like over there. So let's put that in first, and then we'll put trains in, because you need to actually have demand for anything to be produced. Let's make this a bit of a bigger one, 30 meters long. That should be good. I think, oh, I think this, well, that could be in the way. Instead, let's place it... Actually, could I place it in there? Could I place it in here with... Oh, I can... Ah, this is... Ooh, that pixel, yes. I can place it in here without demolishing anything, and it is within range of the station, so that's very nice. So now I need basically not much more. I need a freight drop-off spot. Well, that covers all of that. So I think one... Well, let's place one there. Let's place one there. That should be more than enough. And they, by the way, that's not a good example. This one, the freight drop-off spots just look like this. Just a little shed like that. Right. Oh, and this one's upgrading. Look at that. This building is being upgraded. It's just leveled up. So that's good. Right. We are progressing. Yes, we are. Good. Now let's do lines. Firstly, since we're here, let's do the freight line. So it needs to go from there to there to there. And that is it. Just to get this going, I'm going to put one... Actually, no, I need to rename this. Let's name it Tau Truck Fuel. Right? Not sure which way around that goes. Should be fine. Let me just look it up. Yeah, it is like that. Haha. I always struggle with the word fuel for some reason. Anyway, let's pause this and let's retread a bit. Oh, I didn't need to pause. It's only not that much. That one there we go. Shadows. Could we go bear spotting? If we spot one, then we can go bear spotting. Perfect. That's barely half decent because it's great. Shed? Where? It is fuel, like dual. Like a little shelter thing. You can see it right there, like a little there on the side of the road. Little shed shelter thing for freight to be deposited. Right, so what next? Well, we can have a look at our industrial district. Nice may not be the word, but it looks very nice. So, what to do? Well, rail, of course, next. So, line number 1 is to go from here, pick up crude oil, bring it over to the crude oil refinery, and then well, no. But I was about to say you could technically take it all the way over there, but it goes 2 into 1, so if I took it all the way over there, I could be going half empty, which is not a thing I want. However, at it's just called Beijing. No, this will need to be updated, the name. At the Beijing station, I need you to fill up completely, basically, before you set off. Let's rename this to Beijing Wells. There we go. It actually updates on the little sign. You can see Beijing Wells. Actually, then what if they called this station Upper Beijing? Let's just call this... Let's call this one actually just Beijing. Actually, what about the other station names? Haha. What's this called? Beijing East? No. Let's call it Beijing Base, because it is at the base of the incline. Then over here, what is this called? This is called Hangzhou. No, not Hangzhou. Let's call it Hangzhou Fuels. But not mule. With mule, it's mule. Oh, that one. First, I'm seeing that. Rest in peace, Beijing East, 2021 to 20... No, actually, it's 1868. Oh, that one. First, I'm seeing that. Yeah, I already have that XD. Good. So now onto the lines. So we've got the line to get some crude oil over here. Now we need to get a line in to get the fuels over there. And this, I believe, should be a 1-to-1 conversion. Yes, it is. So I can actually use the same train to get the refined oil from here. Actually, should you be using that track? No. You should be using track number 3. Yeah, I can use the same train to bring the refined oil from there, then to bring the fuel back. So that actually doesn't give me any extra costs. So that should be good. Which means... Okay, I might as well wait for a full load back there when you're loading up on refined oil. And this one, actually I need to rename these. So this one should be, let's do Beijing, so beige, freight train, crude. And then this one needs to be Beijing, freight train, refined, so REF. Refined, sure. And then this one needs to go from here to take the fuel back to here. And that is not right. What's going on here? Do I not have a crossover here? Right, I don't have a crossover here. That would explain it. I need another crossover. So if I want you to go on that platform, then I need the crossover to go this way, which means this signal is wrong. I need to update the placement of that signal to be there, which means I can get rid of this signal that's in the way. We don't need it anymore. Right, so this should have updated now. Yes, we're using both tracks. And it's going into the correct platform, so that should all be good. And I guess I could, if I... No, it's using the main line, let's not. So now it's time to purchase trains. I don't have that much money, so... I might... Well, this one would of course be ideal because it's heavy, but it's stronger. But let's use these ones. Okay, so let's do... Okay, so... I need to be able to afford 3 of them. How much of a loan do I have? Oh, 10 million. I'm maxed out my loan. I completely forgot. So, actually, let's do... tell you what. Let's do one of them first. Just one of them. Let's go... That should be a good enough capacity for now. It's 2 million. Let's put that on the Beijing crude line. I can rechat as we watch the train, and then when I've got enough money, I'll buy the next one. Very, very nice. Actually, tell you what, let's go with a nice point of view thing. Let's go from the cab-ish. So let's go from here. That should be good enough. So while that's going, I'll rechat. Oh, come on. It didn't like ho-ho, apparently. So where were we? There we were. Oh, right, XD. Alright, XD occurs. What did I miss? The renaming of a few stations. To name one thing. Yes, I get that. I get the joke. I'm sure Shadowdice can explain in more detail. If I want to, yes. If you want me to, I guess. A truck line was also set up. Oh, so not much. Yep. Yes. I wonder, you guys okay with me spoiling a bit of my story to clarify to Shadowdice why Elusa Gas is the princess title has the prince's title, though formal. If you want to, you can go ahead for me. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Shadis, I don't have too much money. Has $2 million. Well, if you have to buy a minimum of 3 trains, like 3 entire trains, then $2 million is not a lot of money. It is really not a lot of money. XD, I know it's relative, but still. I had to do so. Occurs, of course. If I may, if you spoil it now, the thing will be archived. Yeah, that is true. It's up to you. If you'd rather not spoil it, then don't. Beecher, so if you spoil it now, yeah, if you spoil it now, then people might not buy the book when it comes out. True. Right, so here we go. This loco can actually do 55, but the wagons can only do 50. Here's an interesting thing. Look at this. I'm where I am, like right by the cab. If we'll just take a quick look out there. Oh, look at that. There's a deer. Oh my god. Yeah, if I look over there, you can see we're now all the way in the front here. If I look back, we're here. Look over, we're there. Also, you can do this, which is interesting. There we go. XD, it'll be fine. Well, it's never gonna come out as a book, so I'm fine. Wasn't meant to be funny. I don't think it was funny. The shadows are a bit glitchy. That's because they're set down. The shadow resolution is set down. Also, I'm very, very close. You're really not meant to have the camera this close. You will have to expect things like shadows to not work or clipping issues. But this is not really what the game is meant to be. It's not what the game is focusing on. So I think it is still very impressive. Starting to get a bit of a good view here. I'm going uphill all this time. Why not? If it's a fully written out story, then that's what the harm of finding an online publishers. Well, it also depends on licensing. If he's using characters from an established IP, yes, intellectual property, then licensing could be an issue. Nah, man, maybe I'll consider it. I was just thinking that the amount of people who see the streams archive probably won't affect the potential book's purchase. Purchasers. Yes, at this time. But when I release my big stuff and the channel gets much more people going to it, then when it has billions of subscribers and billions of viewers per episode, then, well, then you'd be out of luck. Yeah, but if we know the plot, then that's some fewer people who might bother to buy it. Well, or you might argue that it's some more people who know about it in the first place who would then consider buying it because they otherwise just wouldn't know about it. Look at these mountains here. This is so nice. By the way, I'm not driving the train, I'm just sitting in it. The AI is driving it, so there you go. The line doesn't feel this long from above, but if you're down at low levels, then you can tell that it is actually quite a long thing. Yeah, but if we know... Alright, lovely ride. They need to have more tigers, though. More tigers? More tigers? Well, yeah, that's technically true. Wow. Just look at that view. When you can actually see it. There you go. Look at that view. This is all on an island. It's so nice. Oh, and now we're going downhill very steeply. Imagine if for Transport Fever 3, they implemented a staff system, so you actually had to hire drivers for trains, and drivers can improve different trains' abilities. So one might improve the train's top speed, another might improve the tractive effort, another might improve loading speed of the train, things like that. So then you have to hire different drivers and crews depending on what the train is for. That could be fun. Although I do suppose that that could also be a bit tedious. It could also be tedious. Random Transport Fever 2 mod. Oh, let's have a look at that. Is it Tigers mod? Oh, it's that mod. Oh, I see. For you who are watching this archived, it's Thomas. Thomas the Tank Engine. Shredder's. Oh! With the pincers and everything? Pincers? Since when do train crews have pincers? Are you sure you're not mistaking them for lobsters? Would make... You meant pictures, probably. Would make things a lot more complicated. It would. Also a lot more tedious. So, now we've reached the first station this train will be stopping at. Previously, we've only been going along, basically, to get to this train's line. Now, we are on the line, the train will go back and forth. The tongs. Oh, right. Tongs? Or whatever they are. What do you mean? Why tongs? Oh, that's a cute mod. There are some really, really very nice mods that I will download when I've finished playing through the game in vanilla mode, because I want to play through it in vanilla mode just to see what the game is like before I mod it, so as it is intended. But those mods include one, the Talichin narrow gauge mod, the broad gauge mod, as well as maybe the timetables mod, decorative mods as well, so the fences mod, oh, of course the tourist magnets mod, the thing that attracts people, so you can place buildings, so that people would also go to say if you had a station on a mountain, then you can... One second, why isn't there anything waiting here? Oh, this is not the right station. Haha. Yeah, that would explain. Oh, let's ride from this view a bit. It's also nice. Yeah, so... What was I saying? What was I saying? Yes, so you can actually place those, so those buildings there, that people that will be registered in the game as destinations for passengers, so that people will actually want to get there. Oh, there's a bear there. Look, bear spotting. You can see the bear. Can you see it? It's right there. Or is that a fox? Might be a fox of some description. Oh, there's a bear. Oh, 1 second. Stop the train. There you go. Just making sure that the bear doesn't get run over. Oh, come on! Don't hang on the track. Hang over on the tracks. It's not safe. Although they will run away from the tracks, so that is good. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that every time. So, right. Oh, beach also. There you go. Nice beach. When you grab people, Charles. Oh, right. That's what you meant. Oh, right. I see. I thought the actual train crews have pincers. Why? What? I think it was made for trains and then converted to this game. The 440 Claude Hamilton mod? Maybe. LNWR Mega Pack? There are a lot of Mega Packs. A lot of 19th century steamers. That's a fox! Oh, bear! Oh, that was close! Bear! Bear left and right squirrel. And up mole. I don't know why it's up there. XD, try this. Can you follow the bear? I could, but it will just walk around randomly. Or view it as the bear? Maybe. Or at least put the camera in back or walk away. I'm sure if I can find the bear again. Not sure if I can find the bear at this point, actually. Sorry. Although there is an eagle. And yes, you can view it as the eagle. Look at that. Eagle, it says at the bottom. So this is what the eagle sees the world like. Just flying around. There it is. They can actually change the camera here as well. So look at that. Bird Sim 2021. A moose in the tropical environment? Oh, there's the bear. There you go. Anyway, what's the train doing? The train is full, which is good. That is good. Good, good, good. However... Okay, I actually can't do that. I need another depot. Whatever. Actually, I'll place it... here looks good. Buildings, depot. Let's place it like there. Giving it enough track to be able to go in both directions, essentially. Enough space for track to be able to go in both directions. Double slip these switches. And then here, let's buy the fuel line thing. Yeah, this one. Let's do... Can't do that many. Let's just do as many as I can, which is this. And let's put that on the ref, which is the refined oil one. Let's see if it goes left or right first. I'm speeding it up a bit. And it's going left first. Okay, that's okay, because it needs time anyway for the other train to get there. Oh, so much detail, XD. I thought you might find that funny, Slovak Eagle. There's probably a bird sim out there somewhere. Of course there are. Bear! Look, your brother's in the game, XD. It's so nice to have people in the chat. What are you talking about? That was him, not his brother. The tail feathers were very characteristic. I agree. Or is it your sister? We weren't close enough to tell. ... I don't know. Who knows, really? XD, I agree. Yeah, there's a joke there, and then you kind of can push it, and you can push it too far as well. And then it's just not funny anymore if you push it too far, as I'm sure you know. Let's fast forward a bit, actually. So this train at the moment holds 56 crude oil, which let's see how much profit this makes if it deposits it here. That is 731,000, which is good. You can see this has started production. Don't know why there's not any more smoke at the moment. There we go, there's the smoke. Ooh, that looks ominous with the lights shining through it. But yeah, you can actually see the oil drums here, and this is the thing which is going to be used up, as you can see. And it is producing refined oil, which then gets put onto this platform here, which is waiting for... And yeah, if you get enough, it transforms into a bigger tank. It's waiting for that other train to come back, and once it's loaded, we'll have a look at that as well. Actually, we do now have some more money, so... Tell you what, let's extend this train. Manage vehicle, edit it. Let's see how much I can put onto it. Ah, we've got a faster coach. That's great. Well, let's do 124 meters. Actually, yeah, 124 meters should be good. So it's got 15 cars now. There we go. Right, so it's 1870. I have heard that that is a very special year. So let's see, if I were to buy one of these for the museum... Ooh, 1890, we need to get one of these ones pretty soon. So okay, first things first, I need to get one of these, some of these, just so that I can have a historic train going in the future sometime. XD, where are the little pipes? Where are the little pipes? There, you can see pipes. That load the tankers up. Oh, that? No, it's just... they're not there. Ooh, ominosity. A very special year. If only you had the narrow gauge mod, Paradise. Yeah, if only, if only. Right, so let's speed this up. It still doesn't add the new vehicles to the list if the year changes while the depot menu is open. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Okay, and it's okay to have a smaller train going over here. Because you see here, this thing, it turns crude oil and crude oil into one refined oil. So you need 2 to get 1 out. So ideally, I'd have to... Well, actually, I would have to put more crude oil things and link them up. But at the moment, I just want to get some supply going. So when this train's up there, then we'll ride this one as well. Let's see how much is waiting here. 27, that's good. That fits in. This one holds 42, but the little lids do open up, as you can see. And it is going to wait here until full. Right, that is good. The other train is just coming back. Full. Which is good. Quite a long train, I think. Well, it's not that long in the grand scheme of things, but if you just watch it go by like this, it does feel quite long. There we go. And there we go. Once this train delivers things, how much has it got? 105, so that is going to be 52. I don't know if it runs up or down. Probably 52, actually, yeah. So 52. Oh, and this one's waited long enough. No, it's just arriving. Yeah, there is a time limit for how long they'll wait, which this has just been reached. But I'll just make it go back into the platform, so it can go with a full load. Because I can turn it around if I want to. You can see it is now generating more stuff. And yes, this should... Yeah, it is now full. So here we go. Let's ride it. Well, let's go a bit back so we can... Well, that's not really very good view at all. I want to have a little bit of a view like that, probably. Actually, this is quite a nice view, like this. Right, so now let's read chat. I've just seen it. You would need to close it and reopen it. Ah well. Are you sure the new coach was there? Unless I unlocked something else new, which while the menu was open. But I'm just gonna be brief. At the end of my sequel, the King of Arcadia, King Victor IV, offers to Lieutenant Andrei the hand of his daughter. It was her idea, and he went with it. Heir Princess Julia I of Arcadia, and Andrei thinks about it and accepts. So they get married. About 1 year later, in 2025, canonically my sequel happens in 2024, they have a child. That child is Elisa. Wow, that explains why you weren't that active. Well, it doesn't have to explain it. You can be as active or as inactive in chat as you would like. But yeah, you're right. Typing all of that out does take a bit of time. Alright. Well thought out for just a summary. Yes. Also, haha, Mr. W, it does. Elisa was always quite misunderstood, and was even bullied. I'll elaborate if you guys want. It's between the 2 installments anyway. When Elisa was 17, Andare died 1 year later when she turned 18. Her grandma and grandpa died not even 2 weeks apart. Since Julia was heir princess, she had to go back to rule Acadia. She offered Elisa to come with her, but Elisa refused, saying that she wants to follow in the footsteps of her dad, and that royal life was never for her. Eliza finished... Eliza? Oh, there we go. That's how to pronounce that. Eliza finished technical high school and then joined the army as an engineer. She still kept contact with her mum as many times as she could. Eliza quickly moved up the ranks and reached the rank of lieutenant commander and got her own squad. Isn't lieutenant commander a navy rank? You said army. Because isn't lieutenant commander a naval rank, though? And got her own squad. That's all of Eliza's story for now. Well, thank you very much for sharing that. I enjoyed reading it, thank you. Sounds a little like 1,000 Splendid Suns. I've never read that. Whoa, pronounced Andre, right? Andre, maybe. Yes, thank you, teacher. Indeed. Right, so the train has been going while we're on our way. Yes, the train has been going while we were on our way. What I meant to say was the train has been going while we were reading. While I was reading. So, when this train arrives at the fuel refinery, which should be soon, it will unload its cargo, and then we'll see what Andria assume. Never heard of it. Andria, I presume. Me neither. No. What is ATSS? American Truck Simulation Stage? American Truck Simulation Stream, that's it. American Truck Simulator Stream, that's it. Or Arbitrary Tow Steamship. XD. Beeger, it's a book set in a real-life Syrian war, and it's by Khaled Hosseini, who always wrote the Kite Runner. I meant the Splendid Suns bit, yeah. Okay, so there's a refinery back there. They refine things, mostly oil into fuel. And you can see this has eye adaptation, so if I look down where it's quite dark, you can see it gets brighter, and then if I look up, you can see it's quite bright and then it gets darker, so you can see it's brighter and then it dims down a bit. Which is a feature that was already in Transport Fever 1. I had to do it for school, and it is so eye-gougingly, gut-wrenchingly depressing. A lot of things are. I can imagine, yeah. And I meant also. Alright, also, yeah. Not always. Yeah, that's a no-no. Right, so here we go. Let's see how much money... Oh, look at that! We've got the Russian Class B! Yeah, so with this short train, it's already gotten quite a bit more money. So, now it's time to make the final train. Let's see, what is this? This is the B-series locomotive were built in Moscow, among with special features is a steam jet feed pump without moving parts, developed by the entrepreneur Alexander Friedman, Russian. Let's cut off a bit, maybe. Let's see, so this is a bit slower, but much more powerful. I think I'm actually going to go with this one for the new train, because this new train is the one that has to go over the mountains. So having this much stronger loco. I mean, the thing is oh right, line 1, I didn't name it. The thing is, the top speed of the wagons is 50 miles an hour anyway. So, kilometers an hour, sorry. Anyway. So you don't need to have the higher speed. So let's see. Tau. Tau. Fuel. Right? Did I not already have a Tau fuel? Oh no, I need Tau freight train fuel. Freight train fuel. There we go. Huh. Okay, well, let's watch it come out. Look at that. Isn't that a nice locomotive? Wood-fired still. And actually, I need to turn this other train around because it needs to pick up... see, it's already put a little bit of fuel here. I want that to be picked up. The reason why it's so little amount of use because there's basically no shipment at the moment. However, this train... Ooh, can that make it over there? Oh yes, it can. It's fine, it's fine. Let's watch this train go as well. Yes, the texture resolution is set down so that it doesn't lag as much. But this should be fine. Actually, yeah, this view is good. Ooh, let's see if I can see how much money this will make. Oops, can I? No, I can't. But I'm sure it's a lot. There we go. Let's just watch the trip going over the mountains this way, and then I'll probably end this. Well, actually, I'll buy the museum locomotive, and then I'll probably end the stream. Because we're approaching the end of the stream. So there we go. Let's read chat. Oh, also wrote the kite. Oh right. Oh, also wrote the Kite Runner. Yeah, makes more sense. Also wrote. Yeah. I like more of mystery, police, army themed books. That's fair. Trace, maybe brush over the sides of the tracks with the smoothing tool. The thing is, it's supposed to be an embankment, so... I mean, I could do that if I wanted to. It depends on which exact location you mean. Vijay, I can understand that. I was in the process of writing one kind of like that a while back. Trace, what is counterfeit, maybe? Counterfeit, maybe? Counterfeit, maybe? Didn't catch that, I'm not sure what you mean. Right after you read the guy's name. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what you mean. Who designed the loco? Oh, that! I'll read it again when the line is finished, when it's done. You can look up there, you can see the steam, you can look at the view. Lovely view. The Hugh had truck fuel before Paradise. Ah, that's right, that's where I remember it from, thanks. Nice. Though apparently they still use the same whistle sound. Whoa, glitch. When looking through the windows you couldn't see the boiler. Yes, that is true. Although most mods don't have that. Most mods don't have that. Yeah. For example, I know that the Talent 2 doesn't have that. Weird. Alright, guys. What I actually like most about Eliza is how she dealt with her bully in high school. Interesting. Shreddies, it was a clash of styles, if you recall. Yes, I do. I thought that was the one you meant. Have you ever finished that? Have you ever finished it? Counterfeit. It's spelled counterfeit. Yeah, counterfeit. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you said. Oh well. Yeah, it's good to have a bit... It's good to have a bit you're proud of in your stories. Oh, that, yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, you should... It depends on how you mean pride. If you mean pride as in that you're happy that you've done better than others, which is one kind of pride, then I think that's more destructive. However, if you think pride as in you're really happy with yourself because you have managed to do this thing, which was difficult for you, if that's pride, or just anything, you're just happy you did a thing, then yeah, I think you should be proud of your entire thing. Or at least most of it. Well, it depends on the situation. Depends on the situation, on why you're writing it. I'll watch it back when in the archive. You're confused me at first. I thought you meant a bit of your proud. I thought, what? Oh well. Accidentally exited the stream. Back now. but be back in a bit again, just doing something. Well, the stream will be over soon. How about dark blue for this loco? Well, maybe. It's not even 11 PM yet, and I feel like it's 2 AM. Or it's probably the sound of the locomotive that's making you tired. And the rustling of the tracks and the cars, the wagons behind it. There you can see our city, of which I've forgotten the name. I need to get used to these names. How Yuan? How Yun? No. How you? Oh, I don't know. What is it called? What is it called? Oh, not how. Tao Yuan. Tao Yuan. Tao Yun. Tao Yuan. Right, so these locos, I could actually replace the coaches with ones that were faster, maybe. Of course it's empty, but yeah, you said make it blue. I can try to make it blue. So I can make it blue like this, but then the entire train is blue. It just looks like it fell into a huge pot of blue paint. The entire train. I mean, it does look nice, but I think this is more of a thing for passenger trains, maybe, at least in this era. I think I like it better like this. I think I like it better like this. So we've got enough money to secure ourselves a museum loco. Let's go over here. Let's buy vehicles. I want to buy one of these old ones, and I also want to buy 2 of these coaches. There we go. When is this one? This one is until 1907. That should be fine. Right, so there you go. Train 9. Let's rename this, if I can. I can, of course. Let's call it to Moose for museum. Museum Train 1. There you go. Just so I don't confuse it in the list and accidentally replace it. So there you go. So, okay, one thing. Do I have enough money to add stuff to the trains? So this thing is producing... Okay, it's not... yeah, I need to make this train longer. Can I actually afford another one of you? Probably not. Manage vehicles. Can I clone it? Can I? No. However, I can... Actually, how much would it be to replace it with a bit of a stronger one? Maybe not the strongest one, maybe one of these ones. Oh, I can actually afford that. Great. Let's make it 160 meters, which is the length of our platform. So there you go. Now we've got this type of locomotive in as well, which is the one we haven't used before. And I've extended the length of the train to the maximum platform length. So there you go. It's got... Ooh, this is a nice one. It's got a nice... like handrails on it. Let's have a closer look at that. Ooh, look at this. You can also have the camera be like here and run alongside like this, which I'm sure is fun in the TGV or in the Fuxing Hao or whatever it's called. Yeah, it also has this bug. Depends on the shaders. There you go. Oh, very nice. You can actually walk all the way along here and stand in front of here looking out as you ride the train. Not here though, but well, not here. But you can stand there. So let's see how much money this makes. This has got 105 loaded. Oh, it's not there yet. Right. Still this is a coal-fired loco. Coal-fired loco. There you go. You can see there is some fuel waiting there to be picked up, and there is some refined diesel there. So you can see this fuel is waiting for that train, which is just coming back. How much is waiting here? 12. And this one's got 42. So you can see this train is quite long. This platform's longer, so let's go. 1,300,000 something. I really do need more trains on this line. I also need to connect another industry, because if you look over here, this thing is overflowing. You can see it by the little exclamation mark here. Things are evaporating. If I click on this industry, you can see that I'm shipping about 40% of it, which is not great. Like, this industry can only ever produce a maximum of 400 production. Have a maximum of 400 production. I think this is per year or per month. Not sure. Anyway, per time period. And at the moment, so shipment means how much is required, I think. So it does need it. It needs the entire thing, but I'm only shipping under 40%. This just slowly goes away until this train comes back, loads up again, and then puts it back here. And you can see how much is waiting here for this train. Where is it? There it is. How much do you have? Not that much fuel, but that's to be expected. Let's see if I can upgrade you as well. Can I make you... No, I can't make you all that long. Let's upgrade the loco if I can do that. This one, good. Now, how many wagons? That's enough. Oops. There we go. And I've updated with this one, which is stronger. So it should be able to pull the train a bit more efficiently. Very nice. Also, I do realize we haven't... there wasn't really an opportunity to see the train going over this bridge. So... there you can see it going over the bridge. Very nice. Now, I need to... let me just pause the dates. Oh, no, let's resume it. Let's resume it. I've changed my mind. I want to get a picture of a train up here on this bridge, preferably. Just kind of on the tree line. If I can I zoom in a little bit, or is that... well, when the train gets here, then I want to take a picture of it. Kind of like this. Pause! There we go. It's a green train, doesn't really show up that well. Unless it's something like this. Maybe. This might be an okay picture. You can't really see the hilliness of it. I think this would be better, because you can see the mountain in the distance as well. Actually, tell you what, I'll use this camera, of course. With this camera I can get a much better angle. It does take a little while to go anywhere. So, let's see. Is that what I want? Do I want the view back there, or do I want the mountains in the background? I think probably the mountains. So hang on while I snail my way over to the edge. That really looks quite the drop here. Just standing like this as a height of someone. If you just like this, maybe you're walking over, then you look down there. You can see the palm tree, and you look down there. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So, although I don't really like this that much either. Although, having the palm tree right there on that level. What do you think? Is this a good thumbnail? Like this? Do you think that's a good thumbnail? Maybe like this is better. Well, actually probably more like this, because the bottom will be covered. Do you think this is good? I think this is a good thumbnail. Anyway, I'll leave it like this. Actually, no, I'll need to turn it a bit like that because of chat, actually. That? Well, like this. Sure, let's leave it like this. There we go. Right, so let's just read chat. Welcome back soon. Hey, dark blue I meant. Maybe it's the darkest. Maybe that is the darkest. Aw, is little eagle tired? What time is it for you? Like 5 to 11? Oh, come on. That is... It's fine to be tired. You don't need to be like, oh, is little eagle tired? I mean, to some extent that joke is funny, but I think that you can easily overdo it with that joke. If you buy the train, you can color them separately. Yes, you can. You can. And I may end up doing that at some point. You're right. Yes to Mr. W. Not to Kangafango. Thought so. No, you can. If you choose the color of a loco, then buy the loco, then change the color back, and then buy the wagons, you can color them separately. I think. At least that was the case in the previous game. I can test it. Thought so. If I recall correctly, you cannot paint them separately. Before you buy the loco, you can choose the color. If you buy it and then you buy the wagons, you can change the color of the wagons too, right? I always thought that was the case. So let me explain. One day, her bully, Valentina, picked up on her after school. Her two friends were with her. They harassed Eliza and shoved her around. That's when finally Eliza snapped. She grabbed Valentina by her expensive jacket and shoved her back. Valentina was pissed and charged at Eliza. That's when Eliza turned around and kicked her straight into the ancestors, then shoved her back into her friend, which caused them to drop. I see. Well, that happened in the story. And in Transport Thief, I think it was the case. Big chimney. Yeah, smoke arrestor. No, not smoke. Spark arrestor, sorry. Oh, right, I see. Straight to the ancestors? Is that the down below? You know, that area? Do you mean hell? No. Oh, wait. Well, surely you know where I mean. XD. Down below the belt? Yes, of course, it's clear enough. Yes. Oh, damn. You go, girl. Damn, you go, girl. What, damn? As in, you go to hell? Is that what you meant? No, probably not. How did I not get that? I have no idea. Then she went up to her bully, who was in pain, and then kicked her in the face 3 times. Oh, that seems very violent, Oh, to death? Ha, you go, girl. Sure is, looks nice. Thumbnail. Right, I need to go. Bye. Yep, already gone. Probably. Then she picked her up by her hair, pinned her to the fence of the school, then took the pinchers in Valentina's makeup kit and literally ripped the nails off her right hand. That seems like it is... hopefully they were fake. Bye, see you tomorrow. Good night. Fake nail, real nail, the whole thing. Oh, that's very violent. That seems very excessive. I mean, she seems... Yes, the bully is, of course, bad when shoving around that sort of thing. And that can be very bad. But to react like that... I mean, I'm more concerned for the mental health of Eliza and her well-being in the future. If she reacts like that from what you have described, the cause was. So, yeah, I'd be concerned about her mental health. Goodness. Horrifying thought, that. Yes, you can imagine the pain. Then she left Valentina bleeding. Sure, it's a bit high. Yeah, but I've been on higher bridges. Yes, I know. Sure, looks alright. Valentina's entitled friends... Kate, the police. But guess who shows up? Andari, Lieutenant Dari, and his sister Zeria. Yeah, and they didn't do their job? Because one thing is bullying, the other is assault. They're two very different things. Well, bullying can be assault, but bullying, from what you've stated, yes, it's not friendly, yes, it's not nice, it can be annoying, it can, of course, have serious detrimental effects. However, physical assault, so simply because it was Andari and Saria, does that mean that they... I mean, they're in a difficult situation now. I mean, Are they just going to swipe it under the rug, betraying their oath as police people, as police officers? Or are they going to then arrest their own... It was the daughter, right? Right? Their daughter, if I remember correctly. I mean, what are they doing? What are they going to do? I mean, that could be an interesting story to tell. I knew it. See, Slovak Eagle? Well, we'll see if it's still the case. Sparkia. Indari called in a doctor that took Valentina away. The entitled friends were frozen in their boots when they saw Indari. Indari... Cade. Shredis, you missed my Graves Mr. W message. Oh, I'm sorry. Where is it? Oh, that. Down below the belt, Graves. Oh, right, that's what it is. Yeah. But oh well. Guess I didn't think of it that much about it. Eliza told Indari everything. Indari patted Eliza's back because that's how he taught Eliza to deal with bullies. The friends ran like chicken. So he betrayed his duties as a police officer. If thinking about it objectively, yes, there were some bullies. And then this one individual committed assault, like physical assault, like actually not just pushing back or fighting for the freedom, but actually, yes, fighting in self-defense. But then, when the attacker was already down, defenseless, continuing, like kicking them in the head, that could have killed them. Then, in addition to that, torturing them. Bleeding, ripping out fingernails, that is really serious stuff. Yeah? And then he's a police officer, doesn't arrest the assaulter, but instead pats her on the back? And what kind of a... Anyway, I don't want to get into all the parent thing again. But yeah. I see. Yikes. Triz, Indari, not Endari. Endari. Andre. Oh, Andre. Sorry. My mistake. Andre. Oh, I've been saying that wrong the whole time. I'm really sorry, Vitra. If you knew how much Eliza was bullied by Valentina, you wouldn't think it was assault. Well, I would still think that it was assault. I might just be more sympathetic with why she committed assault. But it would still be assault. But yeah, you're right. I don't know the other side of this. I don't know the whole story. Andre's daughter, as far as I understand it. Yes, so this is the thing. Now, as for the last thing, I want to see if I can do multicolored vehicles. Let's just do it here. So let's see here. If I buy a loco, let's just go with the cheapest one. If I color this one red, add that. Then a wagon, if I color this one green, add that. Yeah, see, it works. It does work, Slovak Eagle. Look. There you go. Multicolored train. If you're here still, Slovak Eagle, you can see it there. It does work. See? Are you still here? Look at that. Are you still here or not? You may be gone for the moment. Huh. Oh, there you are. Great. So if you click on the thing, then you change the color, and then you click add, then it works. RGB colors, of course. So there you go. Not actually buying stuff. No. Although, thinking about that... Okay, just gonna buy a little bit of stuff. Just want to expand this train. Sorry. To be the full... Well, just adding a few cars to it anyway. There you go. Right, so let me save the game. Why? Well, so that it doesn't get a delete. Although, yeah, well, yeah. Not that one. This one's Stream Tropical. Save Stream Tropical, yes. I'm looking forward to when we get to towns like this, for example, with the mountains behind, when they actually grow up here. That's going to be interesting. As well as island towns like this. Like, I could just do a boat here, although going over with bridges is going to be interesting as well. This one is going to be interesting to get to. What does it need? It needs, oh, bread and construction materials. Anyway, save the game. Now the stream is over. So stream tropical, save, yes. Now let's exit, quit, desktop. Look at that. Huh. Oh, there you are. Today I learned. Yes, I think that it's a good plan to learn something new every day. And no matter how big or small the thing is. Exactly that, Paradise. That's why Eliza has a ruthless attitude towards her enemies, just like a father. And Andre also almost killed his high school bullies, so Eliza is not the first in the family. Yeah, I mean, if the parents teach the child to act that way, then yes, that is clearly how that's going to go. However, as a police officer, he's not a very good police officer, is he? I mean, if he teaches his own children to act in a way like that, that would cause a lawsuit, in reality, Anyway, it's just a story, and maybe there is some interesting plotline to that. I mean, that's how I would write it if I had that bit in. But thanks for sharing the story anyway. Didn't you want to buy the museum loco? I did. I bought it, didn't I? I thought I already did buy it. I see. Anyway, I gotta go to sleep. Catch you next time. Bye, Beecher, if you're still here. Bye. Bye, good night. And if on one day you don't learn anything, you'll have learned that you won't be able to learn something new every day. True. Shelly's not sure if you did. I think I did. If not, then, well, I can still do it later. I mean, I've still got like 26 years to buy it, so should be plenty of time. So with that, thank you all very much for watching this Transport Fever 2 live stream for Mac, on Mac. It's just shoutouts at the end, and then the stream will be over. So, Kango Fango streams OMSI 2 map development, Trains map development, and he also streams Train Simulator, truck driving on Sundays, very nice. Also, there's a Trains project going on. It's a free map. It's called Central Europe. It's on the download station. If you want to have a look at it, be my guest. It actually was recently updated as well. Slovak Eagle is working on that. He's part of the team. Yes, also, I was asked to mention one thing, which is that Mr. W on my Discord server, WL, has started a board games club, which, if you're interested in that, then get in touch with him. You can get in touch with him on my Discord. But yeah, I don't want to grow these ending shoutouts too large, because then nobody will watch them, and then they're pointless and just annoying. So I want to keep the size down to a minimum of that. So yes. Oh well though, alright. Oi! Indeed I do. Thanks for the shoutout. It's him. Thank you for the shoutout. Oh, it was my pleasure, because you deserve it. Right, so, yes. This stream will be archived on YouTube, which at this point I'm fairly certain that you know that the stream will be archived. Oh yes, I should link my new videos on your channels. Yeah, by all means, go ahead. See y'all tomorrow. Yep, bye. Oh, tomorrow. Yeah, Train Simulator and Roller Coaster Tycoon. Very exciting. Bye. Channels equals Discord. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. It took me a little while. I thought, wait, on my YouTube channel? Wait, what? But then no, yeah, Discord channels. Yeah. Yeah, bye. Indeed, bye.